What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Lex and thank you for clicking on today's video. Today we will be diving into my fall declutter series. By the time you guys are watching this video, I should have already posted my very first perfume declutter. I will link that, and I also should have already posted my most recent Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works hauls, so you guys can see from those videos what I will be getting rid of and what I will be keeping. I've actually already gotten rid of a few of the Bath & Body Works mists, so I will mention those when we get to that. I have pretty much made the commitment to myself, you guys, that I do not want my collection to get crazy again. I have been a girly who's had hundreds of body mists and hundreds of perfumes, and a collection of that size just genuinely does not bring me joy anymore. It just makes me anxious. It makes me want to spiral because I can't see all of the things that I have, and I genuinely do feel like I'm getting to that point. So I just want to make sure the stuff that I have in my collection currently are things that I regularly reach for, that I can speak to, things that I love. We're just going to dive into my collection, both my Bath & Body Works, Victoria's Secret, as well as some of my other little random brands, and see what I need to keep, what I need to get rid of. So go ahead and get you a snack, girl. I love these types of videos, honestly, especially when you can see somebody's whole collection. So yeah, I'm not going to be going too in depth about each and every fragrance that is here because we will be here for 3 hours. This is pretty much all of the fragrance mists that I have backups of. I had them all stored underneath my shelf because there's kind of like a little opening. So I have some backup moisturizers and body butters and things like that underneath this shelf as well. But I'm going to do that declutter in a different video. Like, I'm going to do that in a completely different video. I cannot do everything in this video. So let's go through all of the ones that I have backups of and see what I genuinely do not need. Cheirosa 71. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this just because I have a bottle of Cheirosa 71 currently that I am a little bit more than halfway done with. So since that is a fragrance mist I literally wear like every fall and winter, it's just yummy, delicious, gourmand goodness, I don't mind having a backup, and I'm just going to keep this so I don't have to run out and repurchase it once I do finish using up the bottle that I have. Up here of Bare Vanilla Daydream. This is another one I use a lot. I've already emptied a bottle of this, and the bottle that I'm currently working on is about halfway full, and I really do like this one, so I'm going to keep this as well because I will probably reach for this sooner than later. This Rich Caramel Vanilla. Now y'all, I do really like how this smells, and if you guys watched my fragrance mist picks for this fall, I did put this as one of my options, but I don't know if I need a backup. This smells really good. Sexy, seductive, slightly woody, yummy tonka vanilla scent, and this does match up scent profiles of fragrances that I wear, so I'm gonna keep this for now. But if I don't get through at least half of the bottle that I'm currently working on, then I may need to declutter this one just because I don't need a backup. Next we have Glaze Vanilla and Dreamy. This is another one that I actually really like, and I've been wearing a lot more here recently. It's just a really nice, like, light, fluffy, cakey icing type of scent. I have a good dent in it, so I'm going to keep this as well. This is Velvet Petals Daydream. I want to say I'm about to empty a bottle of this, and while I do genuinely love this and I find that it smells really good, I don't know that I need a backup of this, especially because to me a lot of the Velvet Petals flankers, they don't ever really smell too much different from the OG Velvet Petals, which is literally always available in store. So I think once I finish the Velvet Petals Daydream that I'm currently working on, probably won't reach for this much, so I feel like I can go ahead and let go of the backup. But this smells so delicious, y'all. This is another one that I actually really enjoy, and I want to say I'm using currently as well in my fall picks, but I just feel that certain scent DNAs like this, I just don't need to have backups because I'm not always in the mood for this. This is a really yummy pistachio gourmand creamy scent. It actually reminds me a lot of Velvet Petals, but yeah, even though this smells good, I don't need a backup of it, so I think I'm okay with letting this one go. Then we also have Warm Cookie. This one, the verdict is out because I know so many other girls loved this last year, and I just got two just off the strength of everybody loved it, but I don't know. I feel like I need to revisit this. It's a more gingerbread type of fragrance, and I feel like I might reach for this once it starts getting colder out. So I'm going to keep the backup of this for now, but I may end up doing another declutter at the very end of the year, you guys. So I will revisit some of these as well and see what I decided. As for my Victoria's Secret backups, I have this cocoa and vanilla. This one was supposed to be kind of like a chocolatey type of scent, but to me, this really just kind of smells more like another powdery vanilla fragrance, and it doesn't smell bad or anything. It just doesn't smell like what I was expecting. It kind of repeats a scent DNA that I have a lot of in my collection already. And again, this is already a backup, so I have barely worn the one that I have on my shelf currently, and I feel like I can let this go because I'm probably not going to reach for it. So let's get into my Bath and Body Works backups, girl, because I have way too many. I do have way too many. We haven't even touched the one-of-ones that I have on the shelf. So the fact that I have 2 and 3 and 4 backups of some things, it's a little bit crazy. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This version of Vanilla Bean Noel to me smells really, really good. This is just a nice kind of caramelly cookie with an underlying musk scent. And I love this scent, but I legit have no reason to have a backup of this because it comes back every single year. And I've barely worn the one that I got last year. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I got this last SAS, and this is whipped coconut milkshake. This is another one that smells really, really nice. It's just a really creamy lactonic coconut ice cream type of scent, and it smells nice, but this is another one I barely reached for in the past couple of years that I had it. So having a backup at this point just feels very redundant. It was discontinued, but Bath and Body Works usually always does some type of gourmand summery coconut type of scent. So whatever they come out with next summer, if for some reason I have still not used the other coconut milkshake, I will, possibly pick that up or not. Right now, I just don't need this. Speaking of coconut scents, I think we can all agree, if you are a Bath and Body Works gourmand lover, that coconut cream pie is just the most elite gourmand coconut scent and possibly gourmand scent ever. Like, it's up there in the top 5 for a lot of us, and it's discontinued and they will not listen to us and bring it back. So we are going to keep this because I just love this. It's just the perfect buttery, creamy coconut custard fragrance, and I need to go ahead and put a bigger dent in the bottle that I have on my shelf right now, but I do have a backup, and since this is a fave that has not come back in years at this point, I am going to keep her. This is Viva Vanilla. I did actually pull this out for one of my fall fragrance picks that I'm going to be wearing. So I do have a bottle that I'm currently working on, which you guys will see once we get to my Bath and Body Works shelf, but I have a significant dent in it. And I've also already emptied 2 or 3 of the mini perfume pens. So having a backup of this does seem very justified. I'm going to keep this one for now. This is Guilty as Fig. This was discontinued this summer, and this is another favorite that I've just been loving this year. It's basically a more feminine, creamy, sweeter version of Phlur's Father Figure, and since this is discontinued and I do actively use this already, I feel like having one backup is justified, so I'm going to keep this. Okay, y'all, if I'm going to make any progress here, I really do need to we haven't even gotten to the mists that are on the shelf already, but I promise you, like, we are going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff up there because there's a lot of things up there that I just genuinely don't even reach for or like. So once we get through the backups, I promise you it's going to seem like I'm making progress. This is Tahiti Island Dream. Now, while I do love this scent, this was like one of my favorites, very nostalgic, like summery, tropical Bath and Body Works vanilla scent. I really loved this when it first came out. Me and my mom wore it all the time. I do feel like it's a lot more watered down and not as strong as what I remember it being, and I just did not reach for it as much as I thought I would this summer. So I think having a backup of this is just a little pointless, and the one bottle that I do have right now should be enough. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Now, this is absolutely pointless to have, you guys, because at this point I think I have 2 strawberry pound cakes on my shelf as we speak in a different packaging. So a strawberry pound cake is usually always available somewhere. It's literally a core scent. It's one of my faves, but I do not need a backup of this because I can probably get this at any time from Bath and Body Works somewhere. So I'm gonna let this bottle go. Now, this is the Emily in Paris Macaron Cloud, and I do genuinely love this, y'all. Like, when this first came out, I was actually using it a lot, so much so that I think my bottle might be somewhere close to being halfway empty or something like that. So I'm gonna keep this because this was a limited edition collection and it's discontinued, but it's something that I do genuinely love, and this basically smells kind of like a sponge sugar sweet cookie. It also reminds me a little bit of Wrapped in Vanilla, so that is another reason why I really like this. So I'm going to keep this. If you are new here, you probably don't know this, but if you have been with me for a while, y'all know I love my lemony sweet gourmand fragrances. Lemon vanilla, lemon glaze, lemon cake, all of those are literally like my favorite types of scents. And this is iced lemon pound cake, which was discontinued at a certain point, and I do have a backup of it. It smells just like the name. Yeah, this is a scent profile I reach for often, so I do think I'm going to keep this. Speaking of that, I have 3 Loyal to You, which is basically the sweeter, more fluffy marshmallowy version of Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. I know this seems very excessive, y'all. It does. But I literally, y'all will see, I think in my upcoming empties video, I have already emptied this. I've emptied a few of the perfume pens. Like, I was wearing this so much, and I do still think I'm going to be wearing it. So I actually need to pull one of these out to put on my shelf. It's just I'm trying to wear more of my fall fragrances right now, which is why I haven't pulled it out. But me having 3 of these is justified. I'm actually going to take one away to put on my shelf, and this is a scent that I love and I reach for it regularly, so this feels justified, especially since they are discontinued. This is another one that I'm just like, do I need 2 backups? Probably not. I have one on my shelf currently, and this is another scent that typically does come back every single year. This is Strawberry Snowflakes. It's just a creamy whipped cream strawberry, very much similar to Strawberry Pound Cake, but I think lighter, more creamy, more lactonic, and I love this scent. But I don't think I need 2 backups. I think I can get away with just 1 backup. I really don't even need a backup, honestly, because they do typically bring this back every single year, but you also never know how it's going to smell in comparison to years past. So I'm going to get rid of one of these and put the other one in the backup pile. I do also have 3 backups of pistachio glaze here, and having 3 backups is definitely excessive. I do have quite a few new pistachio fragrances in my collection that I know I'm going to layer with, but 3 backups is definitely excessive. I feel the same way about this one as I feel about Loyal to You. So I'm going to keep 2 and part ways with 1. Like I said, this was also discontinued this summer, so I think that's why I went a little crazy when I saw this for 75% off. But I think having 2 backups is good, and I'm going to get rid of 1. I also have here Vanilla Romance, and I'm going to keep this too because this is such a sexy, smoky, unique, peppery, like vanilla. It's in the same family as Viva Vanilla, but this smells closer to, I would say, the Parfums de Marly out there. It just smells really, really unique for a Bath & Body Works scent. And I think the mist that I have on my shelf right now is about halfway empty. So I'm going to keep this back up. Brings me to these 2 newest body mists. While I loved both of these, y'all, Vanilla Cafe being basically inspired by Manterra's Amore Cafe, that really creamy, milky, sweet coffee scent, and Vanilla Ease being inspired by Burberry Goddess. I don't think I need backups of these because they are so new that if I do happen to go through the bottles that I'm currently working on, I feel like I can probably run out and grab these if I need a backup. And I also see these possibly going on sale during SAS to where I could probably get an even better deal if I do need them again. So I think I'm going to get rid of these as well. Last but not least, we have here Honeycomb, which again, if you are new here, this is one of my favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works. It's just such an easy to wear, sweet, feminine honey scent. It just smells very perfumey. And I wear this a lot, especially with the body butter and the body oil. And I want to say I've emptied 2 mists of this year. And I think I picked these up when this was quote unquote being discontinued, but then they brought it right back. But either way, y'all, this is a fave of mine and I use it so much that I feel like having 2 of these is justified. I actually think I need to take one of these out to put onto my shelf to go ahead and start using for fall. So this is editing me, y'all, coming in to let you guys know I did actually end up decluttering a few more of my backups. I went ahead and got rid of my Ice Lemon Pound Cake only because I have so many backups of the Loyal to You. I actually prefer that one just a little bit more than Ice Lemon Pound Cake, and I do still have a completely full Ice Lemon Pound Cake that I have basically barely even used. Also went ahead and decluttered my backup of the Emily in Paris Macaron Cloud. While I do really genuinely love that scent, you guys will see once I get to the ones that are on my main shelf. I do feel like once I finish it, it's not a scent that I necessarily need to have in my collection, so I'm okay with letting the backup go. Got rid of the Rich Caramel Vanilla. Like I told you guys, smells amazing. Really do love the scent, but I have a completely full bottle that I'll be working on over the next few months. And I don't need a backup. I don't need a backup of it. That pretty much goes for everything else that you guys see here. So the Bare Vanilla Daydream, love the scent, but Bare Vanilla comes out in a new flanker every single year. Same for Velvet Petals, and I just feel like while those are gorgeous flankers, they do smell really nice. I don't need backups of them, and once I finish the current 2 bottles I'm working on, I will be okay not having those exact flankers in my collection. And same for the Spice Vanilla. I actually have 2 of these at one point, but I'm pretty sure this is the only one, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one just because it's not really a scent that I am completely in love with. I feel like every time I go to reach for it, I kind of forget how it smells. So I went ahead and decluttered that one as well. Now we are on to my shelf with my non-backups of Victoria's Secret and SolDeJaneiro, Phlur. I think the easiest way for me to do this is just take everything off the shelf and talk about them as I take them off, and then I will put them back on at the end. So here we go. We're just going to start randomly here. Sound Girl Jane's Luau. If you guys, I will try to link the corresponding video, but I was loving this one this summer. This was literally one of my faves. So I'm definitely going to keep this. I honestly thought I was going to finish it this summer the way that I was wearing it, but I did not. So I will just save it. But yeah, this smells so good. And then we also have here Sniff Spray Tan. This was another summer scent that I was really loving and enjoying. And while I'm probably not going to reach for it again anytime soon, because this is very tropical, this also has a very unique carrot note. If for some reason I go on any vacations during this winter season where it is somewhere warm, I'm definitely going to want to have this on hand. So I will be keeping this. This that I mentioned in my fall recommendations video, which is Sundays in Rio, I'm definitely going to keep this. I'm probably going to be finishing this at some point soon. So yeah, absolutely love this. This is a really sexy peppery vanilla. These are from Walmart. This is the brand Holler and Glow. This one is patchouli. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. This one just doesn't wow me, honestly. I really don't find it memorable, and I just don't need to have scents like this in my collection. I'm gonna get rid of this. Also gonna get rid of this one. This one is actually, I want to say, inspired by the Cheirosa 68, the dragon fruit one, which I have a gigantic bottle of, so I don't need this. It's literally just gonna take up space in my collection. Even though this is a really cute size for travel, I don't need it. I don't need it. Vanilla one, this one actually smells really good too. I can't remember which one of these. I want to say this is inspired by Cheirosa 40. This one also smells pretty good, but again, I just emptied a bottle of Cheirosa 40 and I don't necessarily see myself repurchasing it right away, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one as well. My Phlur Mist, this is vanilla smoke. This is one that I really need to just wear a little bit more. I got this last year and I feel like by the time I started wearing it, it was starting to warm up, but this is definitely a really smoky vanilla. It's very interesting to me, and I just need to play around with this and get to know it a little bit more, so definitely keeping this. My fave, Vanilla Skin. This is literally one of my favorite vanilla scents to wear, both the perfume and the body mist. I emptied a smaller version of this body mist last year, and this is just such a sexy, delicious, like syrupy, sweet, woody, peppery. Like, it just has so many really good elements. And if you're looking for a like one size fits all vanilla body mist, I definitely think this is one you should have in your collection if you don't have it already. Here we have Phlur's Beach Skin. This is one that I was loving this summer, and I'm going to keep this. This is just a really nice coconutty, tropical, milky, kind of white floral vibe. You know, the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, all of that, but this one's definitely more sweet and lactonic. So I'm going to keep this. Again, this is one I really loved this summer. Peach Skin. This came out at the same time as Beach Skin, and I don't know, y'all, when I first smelled this, I was really underwhelmed by both the longevity and the scent. So this is one I really just need to test out a little bit more. I'm going to wear this a couple times over the next few weeks and just really kind of decide how I feel about it. And this one may be on the chopping block at a later date, but for now I will keep Vanilla Nectar. This is one that I genuinely do really like. Super sweet, like tooth achingly sweet type of fruity scent. Like, it gives me like fruit syrup type of vibes, and I really like this one and will be using it for fall, so I'm keeping. I have Cheirosa 71 here. This bottle is pretty old. Well, it's not even really old, it just looks old because the writing is coming off, but I need to go ahead and finish this up because, as you guys can see, I do have a full-size backup of the big bottle as well, so I just need to pull this to the front once I put these back on the shelf so I can remember to reach for it. But this is one of my faves. Like, I literally wear this every fall and winter, so I think that's probably why it kind of fell to the wayside a bit. But yeah, since we're getting into the colder weather, I'm definitely going to be wearing her. Next we have Cheirosa 62. This is another summer fave, salty, beachy, sweet pistachio. I will be keeping this. Cheirosa 68, which is heavily compared to Baccarat Rouge 540, but this is just sweeter, more feminine, definitely leans closer to the Ariana Grande Cloud direction. And yeah, this is just an easy one. I actually really like wearing this to the gym, so I'm going to pull this out to put in my gym bag. Cheirosa 59, another fave for me this time of year that gets me so many compliments. A really beautiful, powdery, woody, sexy vanilla. And yeah, I love this one. This is one I'm getting to know, but I do genuinely like this one. To me, Cheirosa 76 smells like a mix of Victor and Rolf's Flower Bomb and YSL's Black Opium, and this is just a really sexy sultry one, so I'm excited to play around with this one and get to know her. Okay, so as we can see, I did not get rid of any of my one-off brands except for the ones that I had from Walmart, so we're not off to a strong start here, but I promise you guys, once we start getting into these Victoria's Secret mists, we're really about to hit the chopping block. This Decadent Plum, this is one that I actually liked and pulled to wear for fall, so I'm going to keep this. Another one that I pulled to wear for fall, and honestly I think I just need to not get Bare Vanilla backups anymore, just because Victoria's Secret always has a new Bare Vanilla flanker and they usually all smell pretty similar, so I'd even have another Bare Vanilla flanker in here, girl. I don't know, Bare Vanilla is just something I wear all the time, so I will keep this for now, even though I feel like this one doesn't smell all that much different from the others. So yeah, we have Love Spell Brulee. I really like this one. I think it might be because this has peach. Yeah, peach and honey blossom. This one smells really, really good, so I'm going to keep this one. I actually need to put this in the mix with my fall scents, so I'm going to do that. You guys, earlier I decluttered a backup of this, and this bottle is halfway done, so I need to just finish it up. But yeah, Velvet Petals is a fave of mine. This flanker actually does smell really, really amazing, but just like Bare Vanilla, there's always a Velvet Petals flanker that smells close enough to the OG for me that I don't feel like I need to have a bunch of bottles. But since this is halfway done, I am going to finish. Now, this one is Sultry Petals. I did haul this recently in my most recent Victoria's Secret haul. This smells nice. It smells like a fruity, floral, perfumey type of Victoria's Secret scent, but I don't think it smelled amazing enough for me to justify keeping this in my collection. I had to remind myself of what it smelled like, and when I did smell it, I wasn't completely blown away. So I'm kind of sad I missed the return window for this, but I might still maybe take this back and get like a gift card for something else. I don't know, girl. But yeah, Sultry Petals I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. Okay, next we have Ghoul Friend, or Good Ghoul, sorry. This is one of their Halloween scents. It smells okay, but again, nothing super memorable, crazy that I feel like I need to keep in my collection. Just kind of a basic strawberry candy scent to me, and if I am in the mood to wear something like this, I'll probably reach for strawberry snowflakes, so I'm going to get rid of this. Dreamy Apple Orchard. This was also pretty nice for an apple scent, but apple scents are just kind of blah to me sometimes, and I feel like I have a couple of apple scents in my collection that just hit the nail on the head when I'm in the mood for that. So while this is a pretty scent, it just smells like a light floral, you know, appley, perfumey scent. I mean, it's kind of generic, honestly. I just don't think I need to keep it, so I'm gonna get rid of her. This I really do like. I do have a couple of cherry scents already, but I feel like this is different enough from cherry scents that I have in my collection. This kind of takes this, and this kind of takes that cherry DNA in more of a sour cherry. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I like this one, and it's pretty unique compared to some other cherry scents that I have, so I'm keeping this. Okay, Pear Glace I'm going to get rid of because, girl, I remember loving this back in the day, but for some reason it just smells rancid to me this year. I used to love this, but it just does not smell good to me anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Spiced Vanilla. This is Vanilla Woods, Cardamom, and Coconut Flakes. This is actually pretty light to me, and while I love cardamom, I love coconut, I love Vanilla Woods, like these are all really yummy scent notes to me, I don't really get a lot of that in here. It doesn't really smell spicy to me, so I think I'm going to get rid of this. Up here, I guess some of my backups are mixed in here, but we have two Mango Temptations. I obviously do not need to. I do really love how this smells. Mango is one of those scent notes that's so particular. I literally usually only reach for it in the summer, so it's very redundant for me to have two, so I'm going to get rid of one. Coconut Passion Brulee, y'all, I absolutely love how this smells. It smells so good. This is another one of my fall picks, so I'm going to keep this. I'm normally not a pure seduction girl, but I actually wore this after doing my initial review video of all the new ones, and I actually really like this. I think the freesia in here reminds me of a perfume from Victoria's Secret that I really like, which is Wicked. This just takes it in a little bit more of a fruity, powdery direction, but I like this one, so I'm going to keep it. We have Bare Vanilla Daydream. This bottle is literally like 30% full, so obviously I'm going to keep this and finish it. Twilight Amber Berry. This was another one that I feel like I was a little underwhelmed by. To me, this is just kind of reading as another generic berry body spray scent. A little bit richer than what you would typically find from these stores, but I don't think it's doing enough that I need to justify keeping it. And I have other berry scents that I like a little bit more, so I'm going to get rid of this. I have 2 of these. I don't know where the other one is right now, but this is vanilla lace, and I love this. To me, this smells like vanilla baking extract or something like that, so I'm obviously keeping this. Cashmere Phlur is one that I liked, you guys. This actually reminds me of Mancera's Roses Vanille, which is one of my favorite signature scent perfumes, so I am going to keep this. I really like this. Is that cocoa and vanilla I was telling you guys about. Since I've already decluttered the backup, I do think I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. The Rich Caramel Vanilla, I already talked to you guys about this one. For now, I'm going to keep Velvet Petals Brulee. Something about this particular Velvet Petals flanker, I much prefer the OG Velvet Petals to this, so I'm going to get rid of this. Now, I also recall not being too fond of this one, at least from what I'm smelling now. This is Amber Romance Brulee, and to me, this just kind of smells like a baby wipe. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Pistachio Creme, I told you guys I was gonna declutter the backup of this, but I do still really enjoy this, so I'm going to keep it. The one from that line that gives me very similar vibes. Oh, excuse the dust, y'all. That just shows I have not been back here. I need to wipe this shelf off. But yeah, Sugared Petals was another one, a really pretty floral gourmand type of scent. It smells really pretty, so I'm going to keep it. I have Vanilla Bean and Macadamia. This was another fave of mine that I feel like I emptied a bottle of last year, so we're definitely keeping this. This is definitely like an easy reach, slightly clean, powdery vanilla, but it still smells really yummy. My Vanilla Lace, I have another one here. I'm going to put one underneath in the backup section. This one was buttery sugary. I do remember liking this one. I wasn't like completely thrilled with it, but I do think I'm going to keep it and play around with it a bit more. This is one I really liked for fall. This is just another kind of pretty golden sparkling, you know, feminine floral type of scent. But yeah, I like this one. Warm Cookie, I am going to keep this. Okay, Vanilla Rebel, another newer vanilla that I really enjoyed. After a while, y'all, these do start to smell very similar. Vanilla is just a note that I just can't get enough of, girl, so I only have one of these I will be keeping. Okay, here's another Bare Vanilla flanker. This is Bare Vanilla Starlit. I actually love this. This is a more like smoky, sultry take on Bare Vanilla, so I really like this one. I'm probably going to wear this one once it starts to really get cold out. Pure Seduction Daydream, another one that I like. I just have not gotten around to wearing, but luckily I only have one, so yeah, I'm going to keep this. All these vanillas, oh my god. Okay, Gilded Vanilla. I kind of forgot what this even smells like. I remember really liking this when I got it last year. Let's see, Jasmine, Creamy Sandalwood, and Golden Vanilla. Yeah, girl, I'm keeping it. If it says vanilla and I have one, like, I'm keeping it because I like all of these. Very vanilla. This one was actually a little bit more unique to me. This smelled like a vanilla, like a cinnamon crumb cake, or like the coffee cakes from Starbucks. So I really like this and I need to get some wear out of it, but I was wearing it last year a little bit, as you guys can see, so I will be keeping. This is the OG Vanilla and Dreamy. I do have Glazed Vanilla and Dreamy, and since I have that as well as a backup, I prefer that one a little bit more, so I think I can get rid of the OG. And this is also one that's always in stores, so if I for some reason change my mind, I can always get another one. All right, this is another of their Halloween collection. Blackberries, Jasmine, Mystic Woods. This kind of gives me like Bath and Body Works Into the Night vibes a little bit, but like watered down. So yeah, this wasn't amazing to me. I think I can let this go. And this, I don't even remember when I bought this, y'all, but I am going to just let it go because I literally don't even remember what it smells like. So yeah, the last two I will for sure be keeping from this shelf is the new Cinnadrizzle. This literally smells like a Cinnabon. Love it. And like I was just telling you guys about Glazed Vanilla and Dreamy, I have a nice sized dent in here actually. So yeah, this literally smells like the glaze on top of a vanilla donut. Like, it smells really good. So yeah. Okay, y'all, let's put this shelf back together and see how much of a dent we have made. Hopefully everything can fit on this shelf. Okay, y'all, wow, are we seeing how much space I have on this shelf right now? Like, I am so happy. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the Bath and Body Works shelf because girl, that shelf is looking insane right now. Okay, y'all, now this shelf is definitely a lot more chaotic, but surprisingly I do think that this one is going to be a little bit easier for me to declutter. So let's go ahead and get started. Midnight Addiction, I'm definitely keeping. This is one that I love, inspired by Black Opium Le Parfum. Golden Cherries, another one that is newer to me. It is a nice kind of like authentic sweet and sour cherry, and I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep her. Milk, honestly, y'all, I have just never really been able to fully get with this one. I just don't enjoy this scent, and I do normally like a creamy lactonic milk fragrance, but yeah, this one, I don't know, it just smells a little sour to me, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. All right, this is a newer one to my collection, the Inner Angel, the Killian's Angel Share dupe, and I absolutely love this one and will be keeping. Viva Vanilla, y'all can tell by the dent, this is absolutely getting kept. Pink Cashmere, I think I got this in the second part of my Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale from this summer that I just never got around to posting, and this one's okay, but I just don't think that this is amazing, especially the like overall projection and performance of it is not that great, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. But this is basically just one of those like lighter musky ambery sandalwood type of scents with a hint of jasmine, and again, it's okay, but it's not all that to me, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Wicked Vanilla Woods, one that I love and will be wearing this fall and winter, so I will be keeping. Super sexy, peppery, spicy vanilla. Another newbie, this is from the holiday launch, which if you did not see my video on this scent and the others, I will link it up top, but this is the gingerbread latte, and while I am a little disappointed at both the overall scent of this and the projection, I'm going to keep it and play around with it and just kind of layer it sparingly. I do feel like it layers pretty well with my Jo Malone ginger biscuit, so I'm going to keep it for now. But I did actually go ahead and declutter the other two from this collection, the Mrs. Claus cocktail as well as Cozy Bourbon Vanilla. I only decluttered Cozy Bourbon and Vanilla because I already have one and I did not need a duplicate. And then the Mrs. Claus cocktail, if you guys watched that video, I pretty much told you guys I was just a little underwhelmed with that type of scent profile. It's just not really for me. So this is the only one I kept from the holiday collection. I also decluttered the two Halloween scents as well. They were okay, but again, they just did not feel like they were a need in my collection. So since I was still within the return window for those, I just went ahead and took those back. This one very narrowly made the cut, you guys. And again, when I reviewed this collection, I pretty much told you guys that this is very much a great dupe for YSL Libre, but I am not the biggest fan of lavender, and it comes through a lot for me in this scent, but I did give it a wear and I found a layering combo that worked with this that I actually liked and I got a lot of compliments on, so I'm going to keep this for now and play around with it. I have Oh Cherry. I want to say I have a backup of this somewhere, but this is a really delicious, juicy, sweet, mouth-watering cherry scent, very reminiscent to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and it was discontinued, so I am obviously keeping this one. Milk Bar collab, I will definitely be keeping, and I actually am very excited because I saw that they are releasing like a whole entire collection of gourmand scents that are inspired by Milk Bar cookies, so very excited to see what else they come up with. And then we have a pistachio glaze, which I was loving this spring and summer. I think I'm going to move this to the back, honestly, because I don't plan on reaching for it right now, but as you guys could see, I do still have backups of this. I love this scent. I'm not going to reach for it right now because I was wearing it down to the ground, but I love this super sweet, yummy, delicious pistachio ice cream. We have here another newbie, the Mediterranean Mirage. This is a dupe for Herba Pura. Smells really good, really niche, very luxury, and I'm definitely going to wear this fall. We also have here, which if you guys did not see my video where I rated my entire Everyday Luxuries collection, I will link that up top. Hopefully I still have room to link more videos. This was Imperfect Beauty, and this is actually a really nice, easy reach gym scent, freshy, but I don't typically reach for freshy scents. Like even when I go to the gym, I find myself still wanting something fairly sweet or a little fruity, and this is inspired by Marc Jacobs Perfect. So yeah, this is just a nice, you know, it reminds me also a lot of Poppy from Bath & Body Works, and this is just not a scent that I typically reach for, so I'm gonna let this go. Fall in Bloom, one of my faves, inspired by Burberry Her Eau de Toilette. Just a really juicy, mouth-watering plum floral bouquet, perfect for fall. Love this down, girl. I get compliments on this every single time I wear it. Vanilla Ease, like I just told you guys about earlier, inspired by Burberry Goddess. I do really enjoy this. I don't know what's going on with the cap, girl, but I do really like this and will be keeping. Vanilla Cafe, just a really yummy cappuccino creamy coffee scent that is so well done, and it actually lingers for a really good amount of time, y'all. Like this smells so good. Strawberry Pound Cake, this one obviously has a dent in it, and I feel like I might have another one in the mix up here, y'all, so if I can find the other one, I may be getting rid of that one as well, because like I told you guys earlier, I decluttered one backup, and this is just always so readily available. I don't need to have backups on backups of this, so yeah, love this one down. Truly smells like a strawberry pound cake, and I love it. Today's Pumpkin getting kept. Such a yummy, delicious, perfect perfect for fall. Gourmand, very caramelly and slightly spicy. Champagne Toast is just a classic fruity fizzy scent. I usually reach for this type of scent in the spring and summer, but this is also a fun one to wear for New Year's. Obviously Champagne Toast, but it just kind of has that fizzy sparkling effect, and this is a great layering scent. I will be keeping her. You're Cheeky, this is another one I really liked, inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Blush. It just has this really pretty powdery, creamy, citrusy vibe, and it smells really good, but I'm gonna push this to the back of the shelf just because this gives me kind of springtime vibes, but I do like this one and plan on keeping it. Now, Bubblegum Pop Girl. This is such a fun scent. Another one I got during SAS this summer, but I am really starting to get to the point where I don't like to wear things that are super literal in the gourmand territory, and a bubblegum is one of those notes for me. So while this does genuinely smell like a piece of bubblegum, I just don't reach for this. I did not wear it since I got it, and I need to go ahead and get rid of it. Pink Obsessed, inspired by Valentino Donna, born in Roma, one of the better Everyday Luxuries dupes, and I love this and will be keeping. Guilty as Fig, y'all know I love, will be keeping her. Honeycomb Scent will be keeping. Coconut Mist I also got this summer. I did not really reach for it as much as I wanted to, but I am going to keep it to wear for the summer, so I'm just going to put this one to the back. All right, Book Loft Super Unique Scent. I need to get a little more wear out of this fall. Very fresh, kind of powdery scent. It's very unique, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Tahiti Island Dream, y'all know I love. This bottle is a good sized dent in here, but I am gonna push this to the back because this is a very summery tropical vanilla. Oh, Cherry Backup, I was telling you guys I had one in here somewhere, so I'm just gonna put this under the shelf with the rest of my backups. Be Enchanted, another one that I plan on wearing for fall, a really creamy sweet berry candy scent, and I really enjoy. Dahlia, another fall pick. I think I just had all my fall picks to the front, so we're gonna just speed through these because I will be keeping all of them. Chocolate Amber is a keep. Autumn Drive is a keep. Really pretty woody, sexy raspberry scent. Forever Red Vanilla Rum. I want to say I got rid of my other regular Forever Red because I do prefer this flanker, and I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this winter. But this is basically a spicy pomegranate boozy scent, and it smells really good with like a creamy vanilla undertone. So I'm very excited to wear this one for winter. But yeah, I'm keeping it. Few Musk, one of my faves. I actually love this scent for the gym. Just one of the Glossier You inspired fragrances I will be keeping. And then we have Sweetest Song here. I really do like this. I just have not gotten a chance to wear it, and at this point I'm probably not going to reach for it until the spring, but I do like this and I'm going to keep. Something else I will be getting rid of. I felt like we were not making any progress, girl. Okay, this is Aqua Hour. This is another freshie. Again, I don't typically gravitate towards these types of scents anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, but this is inspired by Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gioia, and it is really nice. It smells really good, but yeah, I just don't gravitate towards these. So Wrapped in Vanilla is obviously not going anywhere. I actually need to pull this towards the front, and I never even told you guys this story, but I ended up using up what I had left of this scent, and one of you guys actually commented on a video where I was talking about this and offered to send me one of yours. So girl, thank you so much. I got it in the mail like a month or two ago now, y'all. Like I got it over the summer, so I'm just so thankful for you guys and the community that I've built, and thank you girls so much for sending me this. I'm so happy to pull this out for the fall. Literally just like one of Bath & Body Works' best vanilla scents, and it just smells so good. Blush Cardigan, another powdery raspberry lipsticky scent that I love, will be keeping. Strawberry Flirt is inspired by Phlur's Strawberry Letter. I love this one also, but this is more of a springtime scent, so I will be pushing this to the back. Strawberry Snowflakes. I have a backup of this already, and I feel like since this comes back every year, I don't need another backup, but I'm gonna keep it just for now because I do feel like I wear this scent a lot. So yeah. Cotton Candy Clouds, a really yummy cotton candy scent that I love in the spring and summer, I will be keeping. At the Beach, I was wearing this a ton this summer, another one I will be keeping. Vampire Blood. Now, I do generally like this scent, but I have just realized I have not really been reaching for it a ton. So while this is a nice one, I feel like this kind of gives me the same vibe as Strawberry Flirt, and it just is a little repetitive in my collection. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Coconut Cream Pie Girl, we are obviously keeping. Sweetheart Cherry is obviously getting kept. This is another nice creamy pistachio cherry scent, smells so good. Vanilla Romance is getting kept, girl. Mango. Now I did really like this summer when I picked it up, y'all, but like I mentioned about my Mango Temptation, I feel like mango is such a specific scent DNA and scent profile that when I'm in the mood for it, I don't wear it enough to go through a full-size bottle. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one because I prefer Mango Temptation to this one. So yeah. Petal Parade. This is inspired by Prada Paradox. Love this one and we'll be keeping. Emily in Paris one I was telling you guys about earlier. Y'all can see by the dent, girl. She's very, very well loved. So we'll be keeping. All eyes on her. This is inspired by Burberry Her Elixir, which is one of my faves. I actually need to wear this a little bit more because I need to finish that perfume in general. I've had that bottle for a while, so I'm going to try my best to move this to the front a bit so I can get some use out of it because I do really like it. Tropidelic, another summery, powdery, white floral type of scent. Reminds me a lot of Flower Bomb Tiger Lily and is really, really nice for summer. So I will keep. I'm just not going to wear this anytime soon. Girlfriend is another one that honestly smells really good, y'all. This smells really good and I honestly wanted to keep this. But again, strawberry. I have so many strawberry fragrance mints in my collection and I feel like this is a little bit repetitive. I feel like to get this vibe, I can probably also wear my strawberry Phlur and mix it with something citrusy if I want. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one even though this smells really, really good. Mary Cookies obviously getting kept. I cannot wait to wear this. This is such a nice doughy almondy cookie. I'm curious to see if they're going to release this with the actual holiday collection since this was like a summer version. But yeah, I love this one. Madame Mystique. I believe this was inspired by YSL's Mon Paris. This is another sexy berry floral scent and I don't typically like scents like this, but in my layering video where I layered this with another mist, I actually really liked it, so I'm going to keep. Whips Coconut Milkshake. I did declutter my backup, so I will keep this one. Pink Watermelon Blast. Love, love, love for summer. Super juicy, realistic, mouth-watering watermelon candy, so I will keep. Pink Tie-Dye. This is a nice apple freshie as well, but I just usually will not reach for it, so I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, girl. Velvet Sugar. I know some of y'all are going to hate me, but when they brought this back this year, this was just very underwhelming to me and it's still underwhelming. I literally can barely smell it. Like, let me try again. It's legit. I can barely smell. So I know back in the day, this used to be the bee's knees, but girl, right now, whatever they did to the formula when they brought it back, it's just not giving. So I'm getting rid of this. Meet Me in Miami. Love. Same family as Tropidelic. This is just a little bit sweeter, I would say, and has kind of a creamier coconutty undertone, but I really love this one for summer as well. Ice Lemon Pound Cake, we will keep. Vanilla Bean Noel, we will keep. Bridgerton Collection, Diamond of the Season, we will keep. This is a really pretty peach floral. I love this. In the Stars, a classic. I need to actually bring this closer to the front if I can too, because I love this one in the wintertime. Floral Fantasy, another one I love, girl. This reminds me of Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid because it has kind of a peachy undertone to it, but yeah, love this one. Champagne Apple and Honey, a classic apple scent, and I think this is at this point the only Bath & Body Works apple scent I have in my collection because when I'm in the mood for apple, this is usually what I reach for, so I will keep this. Okay, and You're the One, y'all. I go back and forth with this. I add it to my collection, I take it out of my collection. This is a very pretty scent. It really is. This is probably one of Bath & Body Works most perfume-like fragrances, and so many of the girls love it. Again, with the strawberry, the rose, the birch. But I don't know, there's just something about this one. Every time I go to wear it, I don't like it for me and my personal taste. And at this point, I have a few other rose body mists that I would probably reach for before I reach for this. So I think I'm going to declutter You're the One once and for all and not add it back to my collection. Gingham Glow, another one that I feel like is great across all seasons that I just have not gotten a chance to really wear much, but I do really love this one and I'm going to keep it for now. I think this is the only gingham I have in my collection as we speak. Our Fruit Sangria, y'all, I actually did really enjoy this summer. I don't know if you guys can see, but it does have a small dent in it. But I think even next year, I'm probably not going to be looking to wear this. This is another one of those super sugary, sweet, fruity scents. And while I did enjoy it the few times that I did wear it, I think it might just be taking up space in my collection at this point. So I'm going to get rid of it. This is another one that kind of gives me similar vibes to the Pink Cashmere, where it's just kind of nondescript scent to me. I don't really find this to be super memorable, and it also kind of smells like a lot of perfumes that I have. So I'm just like, girl, I don't know if I just need this body mist. I honestly forgot that I have it, so that lets me know I need to let it go. Girl, I don't know how she got all the way to the back, but this is a love for me. This is inspired by Delina. Yeah, she just smells really good, really pretty, really girl la la. So she will be getting kept. Sweet Whiskey, another fruity, boozy fave in the cool weather. I will definitely be keeping. Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, girl, I forgot this was back here, but I need to wear this fall as well. I don't know why I didn't think to include this in my fall fragrance mist video, but I will be wearing this as well, because when I first got this, y'all, I did not like it, and something miraculous has happened to where it smells really, really good now. So I'm going to keep this one out. Sunrise Woods, they did bring it back this year. This is just a really sexy scent for fall, so I am going to keep this one. Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, like I told you guys earlier, I have this one from years past. This is just another nice powdery, slightly boozy vanilla, which is why I decluttered the one that I purchased from the holiday drop, because I did not need two. This is a good scent. This reminds me a lot of Philosophy's Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. So yeah, I like this one a lot. Blueberry Bundt Cake, keeping. Very borderline, wanted to get rid of this because, again, blueberry is another one of those notes that I'm just like, when am I in the mood to wear this? But I do really like this layered with lemon scent. It smells really good. I think I did a layering combo last year where I layered this with Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. Try that combo out if you haven't. I love it. Pumpkin Swirl Cake, another one that definitely reminds me a lot of the glazed pumpkin. I need to smell the two side by side, honestly, and see which one I like more, because I might need to get rid of one. But for now, I will be keeping this because this smells really, really good. Snowflakes and Cashmere. This is like one of my all-time favorite winter scents from Bath & Body Works. I've literally been wearing this since they came out with this originally in that like sparkly packaging, and it smells so good. It smells luxurious. It smells like a fancy perfume. So yeah, love. Last but not least, girl, we have Miss Warm Vanilla Sugar. I don't even remember how this got in my collection. I feel like I hauled it and I thought I got rid of it, but maybe I did not. But yeah, girl, this has continued to underwhelm me over the years. I don't know why I picked it up, but I'm getting rid of this as well. Okay, y'all, I had to pick y'all up so y'all could kind of see what we're working with, but we did it. Everything fits on one shelf. So these are all my Bath & Body Works mists. Everything is neatly stacked together. I literally have room for maybe 2 or 3 mists, and before, some of these were literally stacked on top. So that is a lot of progress for me, and I really don't want to go outside of this space. But if we scroll down here, let's see if I can pan the camera down. As we can see, my Victoria's Secret and other brand shelf has a good amount of space as well. So that just lets me know as far as what I am going to allow myself to buy this holiday season. I definitely want to focus on other brands of body mists. There's a few from Noise that I want to try. There's a few from Phlur that I haven't gotten my hands on. There's a bunch of other brands that have so many body mists out now. So while I'm not going to allow myself to go crazy, okay, I do feel like I decluttered a good amount to allow me to get a few new ones if I want to. But yeah, this is my body mist collection right now, y'all. I'm very happy with it. I feel like this is such a manageable amount. I pretty much know everything that I have. And as far as the items that I have decluttered, these are all the body mists that I have decluttered. So I will put the number that I decluttered on the screen after I edit this. But yeah, I feel like I did a really good job getting rid of things, you guys. I honestly probably could have gotten rid of a few more things, but like I told you guys before, I may do another declutter here at the end of the year. I just wanted to make room for some stuff before the holiday season really ramps up, and be expecting a part 2 or part 3 to this, I should say, because I've already done a perfume declutter, which I might do another one, but I need to get into my body care as well, which, girl, I'll give y'all a little sneak peek of what that's looking like. It's literally looking crazy, girl. Like, it's insane. So yeah, that's a little sneak peek of what we need to declutter next. But as of now, this is it. I'm super happy with my current body mist collection and very proud of myself. So yeah, hopefully this video inspires you guys to do a little declutter of your own. You do not have to wait till the spring, girl. Sometimes if you just start feeling overwhelmed and anxious, that is a good indicator that you need to declutter. But I'm very happy with my collection, and now I feel very good about doing layering combos for you guys because I know exactly what I have. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and yeah, please do not forget to subscribe before you leave today's video if you enjoy declutters and all fragrance related content. But that is it for today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.